Sakpase, welcome to another Sus Maho Radio. It's your man, Maho, director, formerly known as Director DN, formerly known as Director Dasty. I appreciate you for coming to the 18th edition. Mahos, I'm glad you're here. We have a lot to discuss. A little preview today. We're talking, of course, solo leveling. We're talking a little blue box. We're talking solo leveling shotties. We're asking a question today with a whole bunch of manga currently ending, Komi's ending, a bunch of other mangakas finishing their stories. What is the next gen of manga that's propping up? What are y'all reading in the background? What's going to be the new hotness, son? We need to figure out what's going on in the industry with all these things coming to an end. Who's picking up the pen and continuing to write? And of course, you know, we got the awards of the week. If you're listening on Spotify or YouTube, I appreciate y'all. Make sure you comment down below. What are you watching right now? What's your favorite anime out? We're going to get into the first segment, just the tip, if you will. No, let me stop. I don't know why the fuck I laughed like that. All right. The first tip we're on, of course, as usual, is fucking solo leveling. Chahae In caught a whiff of our boy Jinwoo, and she smelled daddy on him, and she already knew this one might be him. I've never seen somebody with a aromatic riz. Like, his smell literally attracted her. She's falling out over heels. She's like, all these other dudes stank, booty stank, like they don't wash you with nothing. Just dry paper and dreams. No water, no bidet, no nothing. He smells like freshly cleansed out the shower dial soap. Don't ask me how I know. He's just that kind of guy. But anyways, so he got busted, and I'm over here like, yo, this man is really about to get caught. I love that they put in that we saw he had his weapon out. When she pulled up, the weapon was away. She's like, did I see a weapon? Yo, she's right on the cusp of catching him. If his smell riz didn't throw her off her feet, he might have got caught here. He was like in battle stance, like he was ready to go and everything. But hey, he got away with one. He got lucky. I did catch that as part of her power set for whatever reason. I'm like, why would they put that in a power set? But whatever. I'm let that shit slide. But so he gets out that dungeon and narrowly escapes. I would have liked to see him fight the thing, but you know, his little interaction with her was cute. It's my background on my computer now. It's fucking dope. I love it. But in the next thing, we see him going to another dungeon, and once again, something goes wrong. Every time this man goes into the dungeon, something weird fucking happens. I am convinced that it is gonna continue to be a theme. He steps into the dungeon, something weird is gonna happen. I realize now at this very moment he's never had a normal dungeon experience since the one that we first saw where he got killed. Everything after that has been on some weirdo behavior. I would argue the one where he fought and killed the spider and he killed that dude's brother. That one did prompt his first killing of humans. However, the dungeon itself did not turn up. So I don't know if I can count that one as an anomaly dungeon. But everything's been weird since every time he goes in. This one, I don't know what this one's trying to do. I'm excited to see what these orc boys are all about because it looks like they're about to enter the Thunderdome, bitch. So we're gonna see if they want to box it out or what. It seems things just keep going bad. I'm excited at the prospect of Chahae In potentially being able to enter the gate from the outside in because it didn't turn into a red gate. There is a curse on the other side, but on the outside, it's still blue, as in it's enterable. So the prospect of her coming in and seeing what he's made of might be pretty dope. It might be pretty dope. I like in the group that the captain who was running the group was willing to leave once he realized that shit was kind of out of hand. And it just says a lot about a character. You know what I mean? Because in the last one, we saw the other A rank, Iron, who's now Iron. He was not, he was an A rank, but he was not the best person. This guy is actually operating in the good of everyone. I love the little team that they had around them so much so that we got a wife who got his isekai about some of them shouties coming up later. Make sure you stay tuned for that. Come back around. But yeah, I'm excited for this next episode of Leveling. They're really cooking on every front. Everything's running beautifully, smoothly. The storyline is. I keep seeing the manhwa people talking about they left this out, they left that out. I'm like, if it's not going to change the main story or add like relevant context, like I get it. There's good context to have, And then there's relevant context where it's like, yo, without this, they actually change what something means. I don't hear a lot of relevant context being left out. I keep saying it's just like, oh yeah, earlier that, oh, the reason Jinwoo said that is because early in the morning X, Y, and Z happened, but they didn't show that, and it's like, okay. So it was like a double joke. It would have been like a nice little extra joke on the double play if I knew what he said that morning when he got out of bed to Jinna, but they didn't put that in because it would have made the runtime too long. Oh, okay, ha ha ha. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Let's move on. So of course you want to see your favorite thing get animated the right way with everything. But there's something I like to call acceptable loss. If this means I could get 4 seasons in 4 years, I'm willing to accept the fact that, y'all left out a little couple things here and there. Maybe one day you'll go back, or this is where the opportunity for somebody who watched it and fell in love would go back and read it and be like, whoa, that's not how that happened. Or whoa, I didn't know it had that little extra sauce in it. And you get another level of appreciation. You gotta let people take their own paths. That's what I find. But anyways, we're gonna get into next tip. Next tip is actually a pretty simple one. It's Blue Box. Believe it or not, Blue Box delivered an episode that weren't talking about just sports, bro. Just sports in general, because a lot happened. They did use the sport to convey some feelings and do some things and send some messages. But I'm actually here to talk about the sports, the actual sport. Like it's Haikyuu. We're talking volleyball, baby. No, we're talking badminton. Still got a net, still got a ball. Actually, it's not a ball. What's it called? I don't know. A scrumpet? Not a scrumpet. I know it's not a scrumpet. I just can't think of the name of the little ball. Anyways, so let's say we have updated power rankings because in the last episode, Taiki beat Yusa from the other school who he lost to in inner high, sent his ass home. He came through, he outworked him, he outpaced him, he had him on his heels, he hit the shots that he didn't hit last time, beat Yusa's ass, sent him to the gulag to go face, guess who? Haru Senpai. Now at this point, everybody's talking about, yo, Haru Senpai, glazing him. Oh my god, now that Huron's out, you're the next one up. It's yours to lose. You gotta make sure you beat Yusa. And he goes and he loses to Yusa after Yusa loses to Taiki. Now, I don't know what there is to say about that, man. But it's looking like we're gonna have to put Taiki at the top, Yusa in the middle, and Haru Senpai at the bottom, bro. Cause like the law of associative properties would tell us that's how we gotta do it. We just the associations go by win, loss, draw. So yeah, Taiki's at the top, bro. And I know I'm excited to see if this is gonna breed some sort of camaraderie or toxicity between them. Cause it's like I showed you everything you know, but I didn't show you everything that I know. And it's like, oh word, okay, Haru, tell me how you really feel, bro. Cause it's not until that homeboy that you've been beating your whole life starts to step up and be better. There's that moment you have to look in the mirror and face yourself and say, yeah, nah, I'm glad he's getting his come up, his rise. It's his time. Cause if you don't, then you're a fucking hater, bro. Don't be a hater, Hyrule. I'm looking at you funny, bro. But we'll see next episode. I just wanted to cover those rankings, bro. Oh man. And what the best part is, I think Lee said this. One of my favorite parts is we didn't need the power of friendship to do it. Both the shawties were watching. I wanted both the shawties to cheer for him. Neither one of them cheered for him out loud. And he's like, I don't need the hose. I'm locked the fuck in. And he just went to work on this on Yusa. So the power rankings is definitely different. And it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, moving forward, their dynamic is gonna be way interesting. Um, I like, I like how the shotties, I like how director wise. Now that we're done talking about the sports side, we're gonna talk about the love side. I like that director wise, what they did with the shotties, where one represents chaos, one represents order. When he was having a bad time, he wasn't doing well, and he was in chaotic mode, and he was losing. Who was he thinking about? Hina. When man started locking in, when man started catching up, started outpacing Yusa, who was he thinking about? Chi Senpai. Chaos and order took over his brain, and they both maintained balance, but we know which one led him to victory, unfortunately. And it's one of those things, like, even in the way that they had the shotties observe the game, Hina being all scared, worried about her man. She's like, nah, he's gonna be all right. He got this. Just really just giving you that last little nudge before you're like, yo, the thing you didn't want to happen to Hina, it's about to happen. It's like, nah, bro, don't say it, bro. Don't do me like this. He's like, it's like, nah, it's about to happen, and you just don't know it. It's like, I know. Don't hurt me, son. So yeah, we see once again who for Taiki currently is the best fit for him in his mind. Whatever. Yeah, you gotta go with the one who pushed you to greatness. Honestly, that's the correct thing to do in life. If I didn't say that, I'd be lying. So I understand. It just hurts as the Hina supremacy holds dear to my heart. But man, they gonna make that pink hair girl lose, bro. That's crazy, man. But it is what it is. You can't win them all, bro. You really can't win them all. My feelings are hurt. I made myself sad. All right, let's jump into the chat real quick. Let's see what they talking about. And Chess is not gonna lie, you guys did click that smell thing. Yeah, the last one that said Jinwoo was not smelling like he was a monster, so I'm worried what Cha is doing. I'm anime only, by the way, just thinking, same what's going on, OG. They exit each one a game. It's a three-way with the shuttlecock now. Shuttlecock! Thank you. Talk about Blue Lock and Lee hasn't even posted. Savage. Woo, my bad. I couldn't remember. But yeah, it is a three-way. It is a three-way because Hyru beat Taiki beat used to be Hyru. Okay. You might be right. But right now, I'm gonna stick with my rankings because my rankings are funnier. But yeah. What are you talking? I'm boycotting this. What are you talking about? Three-way? Maybe. We'll move on to the next subject. We don't gotta do that. I got you. All right, next thing we got on the quest board is okay. Here we go. So one thing we noticed in community. Thank you, brother Shadow, for the idea. A bunch of manga just ended. If I remember correctly, help me out, brother Shadow. We're talking about a couple manga ended. It was Komi-san just ended. It was damn. There was like 3 or 4 manga that just ended. It's tough. Haru has never lost to Taki, if I remember. He hasn't? Hmm. But anyways, like I said in preview, there's a bunch of manga that's currently ending. And the question I ask is, what mangas are being pushed to pick up the mantle? This is the first time I've been in the anime community where I've seen like manga start and end. And it's very much a thing that I never considered to this moment. It's like, yo, people just be reading, and then once it ends, it's like it's like who already has the beat on the next story that's coming up? Do y'all wait for that same author to put out something new? Do you find something in a similar vein? I feel like choosing to read something is much more of an intimate choice than watching anime. So I don't really equate it in the same way, especially when it's something that's been coming out weekly for years and you've been following every week. I can imagine that like the hole that creates once it ends is wild. I remember when they used to drop TV shows, that's how it used to happen. You had 22 episodes and then after it ended, you just the show is just over. Sometimes the show is just over. But like it's hard to imagine that with a manga and you don't already have something lined up. But I guess it's not really that different. So it's a matter of what are y'all reading now? Like if Comey ends, do you go back and do you try to find something new the next Comey? Or is it do people go and just read like the next new thing? Like will they just jump on the Nagatoro? Oh wait, Nagataro's the ones that ended too. I was like jump on the Nagatoro train. I guess you really just choose the next thing. I just never really considered it because I don't authors just end the series, bro. There's so many out there still. I can't keep up. Yeah, you're right. There's an impossible amount of manga that exists. But like, I'm more so thinking about like NTR manga. Stop. I more so was thinking along the lines of no. I guess that makes sense. Mangaka are just like you know movie directors. You know, they make a project or or a TV show, right? You make a project and it ends, and you just wait for their next thing, or you just move on to the next thing. I don't know. Isekai is good. Just so many izakais. There's an impossible amount of izakais. I just can't imagine impossible amount of isekai manga out there. Like y'all have one called Reincarnated as a Vending Machine. Like I can't even talk to y'all seriously about what y'all be watching. Like I really can't even talk seriously about it. It's that ridiculous. But anywho's, we're gonna move into the next segment. The next segment we got is oh, that was weird. It's a waifu goddess Isekai. This one, all right, this one is an interesting one. Welcome to another edition of Waifu Goddess Isekai, where you get to choose between three beautiful shawties and what you want to do to them. Waifu Goddess or Isekai them. Today's special, we have a solo leveling B-roll special. I call it the B-roll special because none of these shawties are A in the show, but they definitely got bigger than B's on top. So these shawties are clearly amazing, of course. They're from Soul Leveling. Honestly, I'm just gonna be real with y'all. We're gonna drop the showman act, take it out the window. Here's what happened, right? Solo leveling, most of the shawties we've seen to this point are girls. We just hit a point where there's finally enough women to really do a waifu guide as Isekai, and I just got excited and jumped the gun. I realized that I don't know that much about these shawties. They just look bad objectively, and I just really want to talk about solo leveling some more. So I was like, yo, what are the three baddest bitches I've seen in solo leveling in the last season? And it's like, I already fucking know. Bow, bow, bow. Of course, we got Gina, Maid with the guild, with the guild. She was the guild? What? Guild's raid team. Guild raid team, yes. With the guild raid team, she is a purely offensive mage. As you can see, she got a real nice aesthetic. I realized today we saw her in a previous episode where they were talking about things going on in the world, I think. Or they were talking about things either going on Jeju Island or talking about things at reassessment. But they were out eating food with somebody. They're in regular clothes. I didn't recognize them because I'm kind of dumb. But yeah, Gina, real nice, boy. I like that she got the fur on the cape. I like that she's thick on top, thick on bottom. I like that there's nothing on the bottom. It's just the legs are out. I saw her shoot her offensive Maho. I love that she disintegrates things, and then she just looks fucking cool. In the middle, we got Lee Bora. If y'all knew how long it took me to find Lee Bora's name, bro, I had her picture, but I could not find her name to save my life. I had to search so many different ways to figure out this shawty's name. But look at her. I like her because she's dope. She's a mage that wears a maid outfit and she has bondage magic. Like, what do you want me to do, huh? What do you want me to say? You want me to act like there's aren't certain things that I'm into, huh? Do you want me to pretend like it's not? I haven't thought about it. And she wears the glasses. The glasses, cute as fuck, bro. And then look at the window on the boobies. It's fucking insane. I spent so much time finding her name. I actually saw so many images of her. I'm like, yo, this might be the best bitch in the whole show. I don't know, man. I don't know. At first, I thought it was gonna be Gina because I like the fur, I like the aesthetic, I like that she's kind of mean. But Lee Bora is also smart as hell, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say this too. This is rare coming from me. The short hair on her looks fan fucking tastic, bro. I don't know. I'm not always a fan of short hair. Maybe it's because it's the bob, but it's doing something for me, bro. Lee Bora, it took me forever to find your name, and I know you in the Lee clan, so that means I have a chance. Maybe Lee let me borrow you, and we get on that family register. You know what I mean? Because if you know in the K dramas, you gotta get on the family register and shit when you get married. But anyways, yeah, Lee Bora, fine as fuck. I love it. And she got a mole, or is that a thing on my TV screen? Hold on. She got a mole too? She's Cindy Crawford, bro. Look at her with her chill looking ass stuff. You know, that's what it is. She look kind of like a goddamn Uchiha. That's why I'm really, yeah. Every fucking time, bro. Every fucking time. It's gonna be a goddamn chill look. And of course, last but not least, we have Park Hee Jin. I ain't gonna lie. This is just shoddy that he saved from the Red Gate. She kind of dope. I did like her in the association outfit or the guild outfit. I think she was wearing the guild association outfit, where it's just like a tight white shirt and a tie. That tie looked like it was fighting for its life, onto that neck, son. But she's just dope. She's nice and she's smart. She was only a few ones that saw that Jinwoo caught the arrow, and she's like, "Now I'm going with this guy. This guy no, this guy fucks." And she's like, "I'm going with this guy. If I go with them, I'm fucked. Fucks or fucked. I'm going with fucks, not fuck." That's where she went. So of course, Park Ji Hyun, she's just dope. I like the green eyes too. Smart green eyes. She chose our boy, which means she makes good choices. Because then by that extension, she would choose me or should choose me. At least I feel like it. She's just a nice, hardworking lady, and everybody knows I like a nice, hardworking shawty that puts the time in an honest day's effort. Because when she comes home, I'm gonna baby her, bro. I'm like, yeah, you was out in the real world, you was being a big girl. Come here, come in, daddy arms, and I'm gonna hit her with the fucking. You see the traps? You see the traps are fucking kind of crazy, right? But if you're listening on Spotify, you gotta go look at the trap. The trap's kind of crazy. I'm gonna baby that girl, and I'm gonna make her feel like, yo, you got a nigga around you, got a man. You're good. Let your hair down. Act like you don't know what you're doing around me. Go ahead. Be stupid. You can be stupid around here. Go ahead, be stupid. Everybody, if you don't know, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. I'm not gonna explain it any further. But yeah, that's Park Hee Jin. So these are the shorties who got a waifu, goddess, or isekai. Fuck, marry, kill. Oh man, I ain't gonna lie, this is a hard one. It's harder than it seems because I just gas up all these shawties. I'm looking at them, I'm like, objectively, I want all of them. I want all of them. I actually don't want to lose one. I think this is the first time we've done a waifu guys isekai where I'm like, I don't want to lose anybody. But I'm gonna make the hard call here. I'm actually gonna make the hard call here. And I'm not gonna lie, there's a little bit of me that already kind of knew it was gonna go this way. Like I feel like subconsciously I already did this to myself. I had already chosen before I even realized it. Because yeah, right here, it's just that obvious. I'm going to waifu Gina because like damn that body, like insane. And I'm pretty sure she's taller than me. She looked tall, bro. But if she's not tall, I think she levitates, which is also dope because then you could do some things in the air. Oh my god, am I gonna make her my goddess? No, no, no. She stays at waifu. That is all fun, but that's not goddess behavior. You know what I mean? That's fatherless behavior. But I'm still gonna indulge in it, so that's why she gets a waifu tag. Gina's serious, bro. Real fucking serious. You see those crossed arms? She like tell me that like you're not taking this very like I feel like you're taking me lightly. I'm like, you think I'm taking you lightly? And come make me understand. And then she'll just clutch my pearls, son. But anyways, I'm gonna goddess my girl Lee Bora. Of course, like, cause why not? Like, I think I gush about her differently than I gush about all the other shawties. She's stacked on top, smart as hell, cute little mole, a chill look, short hair, glasses, just a lot of things in the aesthetic that I just thoroughly enjoy. I love that she's smart and she don't snitch, bro. Did I mention that this shawty don't snitch? Like she seen him do it. She watched him do it, and she's like, you know what? He has his reasons. I'm gonna wait. She's so rational and reasonable. It's like she would catch me like doing something stupid. She's like, I'm gonna let him come to me, and now I'm like, hey babe. She's like, I know. I'm like, what? She's like, it's okay. It's like, she fuck with me. Yeah, Libor. Yeah, she the goddess, bro. There's just nothing else to say about it. Thoroughly dope. I ain't gonna lie. I grabbed like extra screenshots of her cause like I'm like, nah, she's kind of her, bro. She really is. I think we'll have to put her on the background. She might be. Is she competing with Cha Hae-in? No, I can't put her on the Cha Hae-in level, but she's up there. If she does something cool in the next episode, hey, Cha Hae-in, you might have to move the fuck over. I ain't gonna lie. You might have to move the fuck over. She a problem. And of course, we're gonna Izukai. Poor Park Hee Jin. And not against her. It's just that, like, yeah, once I realized that my goddess was going to be Lee Bora, it came down to whose cheeks would I want to beat the most. And I ain't gonna lie, you solid. Vegeta! Ah! Ah! Ah, I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry. But at the same time, like, I would honestly put you on the protected level. It's like I wouldn't do nothing with you, but if anybody fuck with you, you call me. I'ma handle shit. I mean, you don't really need me because you're B rank, but at the same time, like, I'll put you on that rank. You a good shotty, bro. You a good shotty. It's like one of those ones. It's like I'll marry you eventually later down the road just to protect you and like take care of you. But like you already know, it's just that kind of love. What y'all think? Chat, let me know. I'm certainly off followed from YouTube. What's going on, Pony Bro? Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So Blue Blocks hit YouTube and not Patreon? Yeah, OG, because Lee hates us. I want to watch a YouTube version with ad blockers on. Short hair, strong glasses, sign me up. Yeah. Gina reminds me of Alucard. Yo, she does! Oh, she does kind of. You know what? In a weird way, I see it. In a very weird way, I see it. Definitely. I can't pinpoint what you mean, but you're right. I can't quite pinpoint what you mean, but you're right. She does remind me of Alucard. It's weird. Oh, she did the girls that were eating out. I remember that scene. Yes! Yes! Yes, exactly. They were eating out. I don't remember what they were doing. I don't remember exactly what they were talking about, but I remember they were eating out. Yeah. Ooh, something I want to do. To be honest, I just want Healer Girl, Chihu. Can't speak on it. Don't watch Solo Leveling. Ah, pun! You're missing out, bro. You're missing out. You want Juhi? You talking about Juhi, the original girl? You talking about original Juhi? Juhi's alright, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Juhi is a solid choice. Honestly, you can't go wrong. But look, I'm telling you, if Lee Bora does one cool thing, is that I want Juhi too. So which healer girl were you talking about? You want Juhi too? You talking wait, the healer girl you said you want is Juhi or is there another healer girl? I mean, I just want healer girl. Oh, the one from this group? You mean the healer girl that was with the guild? Oh, the one that healed the guy's arm. Oh, Semi. I actually know her name because it kept giving me her. So her name's Semi, and she's nice, but she didn't do nothing. She didn't stick out to me. She didn't stick out to me, bro. She just didn't stick out to me. Maybe she's just conservatively. Maybe her drip is just like not. That's my type. She's alright, bro. She's alright. She was nice though. That's what I'll give you. She was very nice, very kind, very trusting, very yeah. Very happy to be alive. I love conservatives and quiet. Oh yeah? You better watch out. They're gonna get you for that one, my boy. I like them loud and liberal. No, I'm joking. Imagine! Imagine! No, let me stop. Anywho's, we're gonna end this episode of Waifu Goddess Izakai. As you heard, the consensus right now is that we're waifuing Gina, getting those cheeks clapped up. We're goddessing Lee Bora. We're locking that down for life, begging at her feet every time we mess up. And we're gonna Izakai poor Park Hee-jin. Nothing against her. If I could put her in the protect category, I would. But for lack of a better term, yeah, we're just Izakai her ass up out of here. Again, if you drop your choices down below, who do you like? Are you enjoying Silver Leveling? What's the best shawty besides Chahae In? Because she's already it in the show. That's why I don't even put her on these. Honest to God, I honestly was gonna put Chahae In on this, but I was like, there's no point. Everybody knows it's her. She's top titty. She's number one. She's not going anywhere. It's like nobody's just gonna see her. So like all the hoes can fight for the lesser forms, but like she's just at the fucking top. Like she's not going anywhere. Like I can't see anybody surpassing her. I might see something that catches my eye that makes me think otherwise. Like Gina, I'm not gonna lie, Gina is probably comparable, but nah, I ain't doing it. Furry Overlord, personal pet name for cats. Ha ha ha! Yeah. You saw bees. Beerus the Destroyer. I don't see Solo Leveling yet. Y'all get into it. But alright, y'all. I'm remember behind the camera as always. They nasty shit of sauce. Oh yeah, no, we're not going anywhere. We have the next thing on the quest board. We got Romance of the Week. I was gonna do Your Sekai, Your Choice, Belmont, or Vampire, but I did not vet it out enough to feel comfortable doing it. I definitely did not do my research, and I should have did better research so I could have came more prepared. I feel like being a Belmont would be dope, but being a vampire, I got to see what the pros and cons are of those, and I don't have enough time. So all good. We're gonna get into the awards of the week. Awards of the week. We're coming to a wrap up real quick. Please, what you want? What you want? Go somewhere. All right. Romance of the week goes to 100 Girlfriends. The 100 Girlfriends, this episode, they're trying to get Maid to open up. I thought it was a very cutesy episode. I love what they did with the episode as a whole. I had reservations about how they were going to get this to work. I wasn't sure what they're going to do to be able to get Mado to like make this make sense. You know what I mean? Because Mado's an interesting character in her own right, but because of the way she only serves Hakuri. It's tough to like where do y'all make a connection? I thought the jokes they made with her wanting to go home with him both times was funny, but it's like how do y'all build a connection when she doesn't really have any wants or needs? And they found a good way around it. He's like, yo, just stop. You're not allowed to do anything for me. And like she had to find her own kind of like find her own purpose, but it's like then it's like, okay, then I won't ask you to serve me as a maid. I asked to serve as your girlfriend, which was like still kind of like a cop out, but at the same time, it delivered a pretty good episode. It was a pretty good episode overall. The water gun Maid arc was honestly like a double whammy because you know you got to see all your favorite shawties in the Maid outfit, but you also got to see them dripping wet in the Maid outfit. So they're like, yeah, we're doing a twofer. Some of the pictures are real cute. Some of them are actually kind of bad. I like that shit. That shit's crazy. Like even this. Oh, this is a compilation. So the best ones. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're kind of wild. Like the Nano and the Shizuku one. I was like, oh, that y'all are so cute. The Carne and so cute. And then here comes Harvey horny ass, and you're like, yeah, that's the hot one. Her Mama Amados was nice too though. Mama's Amados, fire. I have some questions about Mado, but I'm just not gonna ask. I did like the few times they showed her eyes in this episode. Why they really made it count. And the funny part is, Mama really saved Mado. She's like, I saved you because you're cute. And she's like, that's it. It's like, yeah, that's the fuck it. I'm like, yeah, Mama would have left me for dead, bro. She'd have like this, toss that shit to the side. But it was a really good episode, honestly. I like that. I do feel like they copped out a little bit on how they got her to be accepted as herself. But because they very much followed it up quick with her backstory and why she's like this, and then two, they hit us with the water gun arc and Mama taking herself out for the good of Mado. I really felt like it was like I was like, all right, y'all executed it. I'm gonna let it slide. I'm gonna let it slide for sure. But yeah, that was a romance of the week, 100 girlfriends. I would have given the blue box. The blue box this week was a lot about Taiki and a lot about badminton. So blue box, I was like, I'm gonna talk about blue box in just a tip, but I'm not giving it romance of the week because it didn't. It did clear up some romantic elements, but it wasn't romance. And then the other shows, there's not really a lot of romance shows running right now. Or if they're running, they're not like goaded shows, so we're not watching them. So that's unfortunate. But that's just the reality of it. Next award we're getting into. Oh no, the next award we're getting into is also funniest moment. Yeah, I forgot. The funniest moment of the week also happens to be in 100 girlfriends. Mama, the whole time while the Maid water gun fight is going on, she is fucking babbling in the background because she's like drooling over everybody in their outfits. So in random, if you're watching the episode, you hear random where she's just fucking wigging out in the background, and it is absolutely fucking hilarious because they'd be having the most serious fucking conversation or doing the goofiest fucking gag right in front of you, and in the background, all you hear is mom. And Dark was like, "Why is Mama doing that?" I was like, "Why do niggas bark?" It's like, "Why you see a bad bitch and all of a sudden you want to be like, why? I don't know. It just kind of fucking happens. Mama's thing just happens to be the babbling with the spit in the mouth." But I thought that shit was fucking hilarious. It was actually just ridiculously hilarious. I love when shows do little touches like that where it's like you need to be paying attention to catch some of the gags or some of the little like just like a touch of love gag where it's like yeah, I didn't have to do that, but it adds to the comedy knowing that like you don't see Mama, but you hear her in the background like fucking like basically like oh just fucking going crazy. It adds that element of dope to it. But yeah. So that's the funniest moment and romance of the week goes 100 girlfriends. Next up, we got Hands of the Week. Hands of the Week goes to Jinwoo solo leveling. It's a pretty easy one. He gets it because he did this dope ass thing, right? So they're in this dungeon, right? They get jumped by a bunch of fucking high orcs. Ass is getting beat. Everybody's getting splayed out, spread out for their mama's whole lives. One nigga done lost his whole fucking arm, talking about like, I'm all right, because the left got cut. And everything was just going to shit. This man said, you know what? These people are kind of dope, bro. I'm gonna save their asses. This man goes stealth mode, and I'm gonna say without being detected, with being minimally detected, manages to disable, slow down, and cut every single orc in that room at that time to give them the W. just took out tendons. I don't even think the orcs knew he was doing it, but she knew that he was doing it, which I thought was interesting, which I also didn't think of till just fucking now, which gave me a massive brain blast. Like, this girl, this lady, Libora, my girl, she was strong enough to sense that he used stealth. Maybe it's her skill set, maybe it's her strength. I don't know. I don't know. But she was able to tell that he was using it, but none of the orcs could tell because he cut them down pretty easily. It was pretty fucking fire. To be able to do that, to go stealth, help everybody in the room and not get caught, it's pretty fucking impressive. I'm not gonna lie to you. And that's why he got the hands of the week. It really was a feat among feats. Some people be like, yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. But like, what about the boy Kin Hoon who's swinging the sword and the shield? What about, Gina who's shooting off the magic? What about Libora who was trying to bind them, and then when she couldn't bind them, she went to the gate. She was hitting the gate, got hurt. Like, what about the Semi who healed the man's entire arm back to life? It's like, yes, I hear you, but Jinwoo's thing was just cooler, bro. It's all drip. It's pure aura farming at its finest. What do you want me to say? It was dope. Hands of the week go to Jinwoo, bro. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Next award of the week goes the most despicable. This most despicable, I feel like, is gonna be hotly contested. I don't think a lot of people are gonna fuck with me on this one. And even if you are watching the show and you do fuck with me, you might not fuck with this idea. But I'm getting the most despicable to Draka, bro. I understand fully I understand fully that her goal is to make money. That's her conviction. I understand fully if she did not burn that book, I don't think they would have killed her. But now she just has to return back to the village where her uncle just got killed from. Right? She'll have to explain possibly what happened. She might be held responsible. If the bishop's people come back around, she actually can't go back to the bishop's people because of what's gone down, and it's like they're gonna look for her. So I understand why she did what she did, but I gotta be honest with you, I'm still mad at it. I'm mad about the burning of the book. She was trying, so she meets Jolenta and realizes just how far into a depth she is beyond her knowledge. I'm glad she was able to actually memorize enough for the book to make Yolenta. Yolenta's like, oh, this is actually Oxy's writing. Like, I can believe this is him. The story, everything she's saying makes sense. I thought there was a point in the episode where Yolenta was saying some of Oxy's thoughts to see, like, when she was talking, she's like, I'm sharing my convictions with you. I need you to understand why what in that book was so important. When I noticed that she didn't make a face or anything, when Draco didn't make any realization or understanding of what she was talking about, I was like, I don't think you actually remember what's in that book. But at the end of the episode, Yolenta has enough. She's like, no, I believe that's what the book's context were. So I'm just gonna leave it up. But like, she's been like, Draka is blocking a 35-year story as she's chasing money and puts everything into jeopardy. I understand why she had to do all of it, but the burning of the book just bothers me so much. Like, you could have bartered in so many other ways. And yes, I'm well aware they probably would have just killed you there. I get it. I get why she did it, but man, it just rubbed me wrong. But she was doing it not to save her life, but for the almighty dollar. But I have to once again come back because money is her conviction to stay alive. She was like, I'm chasing money, which means I'm trying to extend my life. So I can't be mad at her. But man, I really, you know what? I'm still giving her most despicable for burning the book. But again, I have to sit here and say I do understand why she did it, but it just bothers me so much. It just bothers me so much. She wanted to get rich, but I do like the deal that Yolanta gave. She's like, I'm not giving you shit for giving me this book, but I will let you use the printing press after me. Whatever you want to print, you can use it. But like, you're not getting a penny from this fucking book, bitch. Like, you're not a goddamn cent. Like, not a single cent you're getting from this, but I'll let you use the print when we're done. So I'm glad that Yolenta got to get her book out, but I'm mad at Draka for the route in which she took. But it ended up working out for her. She's not gonna die. I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I got the information from the book, if I'm Yolenta, I think I killed the girl anyways. But I also realized I'm probably a bad person. So like, take that with a grain of salt, if you will. But like, as soon as I get that book, I'm killing her. I'm like, yeah, that's just for the inconvenience factor. That's just for the inconvenience factor. I had exact detailed writings from the original author, and now I had to get this this potentially watered down version from you. I am upset. You inconvenienced me. I think you got Shanae. Nah, nah, she's most despicable, and I would have killed her after I got the book. I can say with the utmost confidence. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I don't know if y'all are watching Orb or not. Y'all let me know what y'all think. If like you needed a book, somebody burned it, but told you they memorized it. So then you had to sit down and write down everything they memorized from the book. And they all did because they wanted some money. They didn't even give a fuck what was in the book, and that book meant something to you. Do you kill them or do you let them live? I'm killing the bitch, bro. I said it and I meant it. I actually want to see what chat has to say about this if they have anything to say. It's not word for word. When she burned the book, I legit got mad. It's not word for word. Well, yeah, it's not word for word. It's an abbreviated version. Yeah, there's no way it's the exact same thing, bro. It's upsetting that it's not the exact same thing. It's like I'm killing her, bro. I'm killing her. If that makes me wrong, I don't want to be right. I don't, and I actually don't feel too bad about it. I keep feeling, I feel like I keep feeling like, oh, that's not the right thing to say. Nah, man. In those times, when I'm living in those times, off with her head, bro. I wish I watch Orbs like I have an opinion soon. Yeah, get on it, get on it, get on it. But y'all let me know what y'all think down below. We're gonna jump into the next one. The next award of the week is Best Plot Twist. I can't believe I'm doing this. I would like to issue an apology to the medalist community because I had said some things about this show. About how I would never watch this. Why is a grown man watching this? What are we doing here? Whose idea was this? Where's the mamas at? At least bring me like some young champions. I don't know, like some college shawty skating. No, you gave me a show about a 10-year-old girl fucking skating. But I've made it this far, and I must say, the show is high key kind of cooking. All right. Just a little bit. All right. Now, I will say it's a bunch of wholesomeness, but like the competitive side actually got me a little bit activated. So, whatever. We're here to talk about best plot twist of the week, and it goes to medalist. Um, yeah, Inori. I never thought I'd make a video or talk about this show in my life. I'm just kind of floored right now. But we're just gonna get into it. We're just gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it because this is weird for me too. I can't believe I'm talking about this. I can't believe we're watching it, and then I can't believe that it's kind of good. And I'm like, what? Why is this working right now? What is happening? And I'm literally just in it for the sports. Like, yeah, she gotta be a medalist, bro. This girl, she's fucking gifted. She's always had it. She can't do shit else right. All she has is the skating shit. And she's gonna body it. Let's get her to the top, bro. What are we doing? Why aren't you helping? And it's like, damn, now I'm just on the goddamn ride. But anyways, I say all that to say the best plot twist of the week, Inori failing to land a single jump during practice, realizing that she dressed new but is not acting like her new self, it's like something that like a 10-year-old, they depicted a 10-year-old going through that, and that's something I went through like as an old person recently, where it's like there's a version of me that I look like, but there's a version of me that I'm not acting like. I'm still like being awkward in my own skin because I'm not accustomed to who I've built and who I've become. And so there's like a disconnect sometimes in my mind. Like, I don't want to call it imposter syndrome, but there's like a disconnect, like a disassociation a little bit. And I feel like this anime managed to take that feeling and that emotion and depict it happening to a 10-year-old girl where she's like, I've been skating, I'm dressed like a figure skater, but I'm not acting like one. I'm still acting like the old me who didn't know what I was doing, who couldn't be successful at anything, who hasn't practiced like with the real coach. Why am I still acting like that person? Why am I not acting like this person who's been putting in this work, who's been doing these jumps, who's been practicing these moves and all this shit? I need to act like this person. Why is my mind lagging behind my body? Let me catch the fuck up. And she instantly fucking locked in, son. and delivered a fantastic performance. And not just delivered a fantastic performance, she even doing a little mumbo jumbo at the end that she ain't tell nobody she was gonna fucking do, and literally raised the stakes not only on the competition but on herself. The fact that an anime about a 10-year-old girl figure skating can take such a visceral feeling and emotion of disconnecting one's own self and depict it in an episode and deliver some fucking figure skating shit that you would never find yourself interested in, it's fucking fire. I don't know how else to say it. I don't know how else to say it. It's just such a beautiful, deep, relatable issue slash story that they were able to tell. And I don't know if a lot of people will capture how deep it was or what that theme was or what that feeling is even like. I'm sure they enjoyed watching it because I'm sure we all feel this way sometimes. It's in a feeling that you can't escape. You know, that nervousness as if you didn't prepare, but you know you're prepared. You're just nervous because you're not, oh, I'm not used to this. The old me would have crumbled. No, break out of that. Be the new you. Do that. Do what that person would do. I just thought that shit was beautifully depicted, man. It was great. It was really great. She's taking her old self and stamping herself into her new sense of reality. And they did a good job with that shit. I still will say I never would have watched. I'll never watch this show on my own. There's 0% chance that no matter how good it was, I would ever pick it up on my own time or my own accord. But the street said watch it. The homies said we're watching it, and I got put onto a nice little piece of sweetness. I ain't gonna lie, this shit is sweet, wholesome as fuck. But the competition side actually kind of gets you going if you're in the sports anime, and just seeing somebody, it's just like any other shonen, or I guess this is a shouju, where somebody has a dream, they're chasing it, and you just watching them go along. It just happens to be figure skating this time, but they got some real good elements to it. They find a way to give you valid stakes and raise them and give you an emotional investment. It's like, yo, we like, oh man, and then when Mama said, when she got done with the performance, and Mom was like, all right, girl, what kind of medalist you want to be? Olympic medalist? Mom's like, all right, I'm down. It's like, yo, we're in. We just locked the fuck in. So I look forward to seeing what medalist continues to do. I hope it continues to stay wholesome. I think one thing about medalist that is doing really well, and I thank God for this, and y'all could say this is weird for me even saying it. I'm glad that they're not trying to do anything that feels fan servicey. It just feels like they're just literally telling the story. I feel like there's once or two times where there was an interesting shot they used and I kind of cocked my head, but I was like, no, this show is not that kind of show. Thank God. Thank God, thank God. It is very wholesome. Like, fan service for nobody. If anything, there's man service. I think they make the dudes look the old dudes like in the men look super fucking manly. But yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. Those once or twice I was like, why the fuck they did that camera angle for? Innocent. Literally just innocent. I'm hoping it's innocent. I'm going with it's innocent because if it's not, I'm clapping somebody up, bro. But yeah. She could have forgotten something super important. Yeah. I love wholesome. What's going on, Foxy? Me too. Medalist, very wholesome. Very, very wholesome. And for the last award of the week, we got episode of the week. It goes to solo leveling. We got to see the dope ass orc army pull up on these boys. They tried to run out the gate. The orc said, nah. Our leader said, you gotta come with us or we're gonna beat y'all ass right the fuck here. They're like, we gotta go with y'all. You gotta come with me. He won't talk to y'all. And they pulled up on the big boss, and that nigga was drip chilling, bro. Talking about what could Thunderdome, bitch. And yeah, the episode ended like, solo leveling loves ending at the most inopportune times. It pisses me off so goddamn much how easily they're just like, yeah, we're ending, haha, bye, and they just dip out on you. We're at a critical point. I'm hell of excited for what we got coming next week, whatever it may be. I feel like everybody here is gonna have to run the fade together. Maybe it's gonna be individualized. Maybe they're gonna make them fight each other, which would be wild to me. Cause like usually when you come into these gladiator scenarios, it's either they send a bunch of their best against y'all repeatedly in waves until they kill y'all, or until y'all prevails and they make you one of them, or they send their animals that they have caged up after you and you have to defeat their animals for show and then they lock you up, or they make you fight each other to the death. And if you guys don't fight each other to the death, they just start picking you off one by one until you start fighting each other to the death. And I don't know if they're gonna do a battle royale or tournament style. There's so many options for what these orcs could be planning with them. Either way, we're gonna see what the fuck happens. I'm excited to see that Jinwoo got pulled into yet another fucking shenanigan, but I'm also starting to believe he is the cause of most of these shenanigans. So with that being said, it's like, is it the chicken or the egg, or is it just Jinwoo being Jinwoo? We will never fucking know. But again, Solo Leveling delivered a banger, son. Absolute banger. It does not miss thus far. If you want to see me rewatch the episodes of Solo Leveling, I do it on my Twitch. Usually before or after. So it's usually either the first thing I do when I'm live or the last thing that I do. So you're just gonna have to scan some of the VODs to see if you can find it. Cause I'm not posting it. You're on your own, sucker. But with that being said, this is, I think I stopped when he was fighting a wolf. You convinced me to start Solo Leveling. Oh, you stopped watching when he was fighting a wolf? Yeah, that's way back. Oh, buddy, you got some catching up to do. Solo Leveling is worth a watch. I would say, how many slow episodes of Solo Leveling is there? There might be 2 slow episodes, but they're not even slow because they have so much world building and they deliver information in such an interesting way that it's like, yeah, there's so far there's been no wasted space. Like even today, me and Brother Shadow were talking about how the girls, the women that we saw eating a meal together in a restaurant like 2 or 3 episodes ago are the same girls who are now here in the dungeon saving our asses or helping us save our asses, or we save their asses technically. They have nice asses. That's all I keep saying. But like, yeah, we like it was that. So it's like, oh, I kind of see where it's going a little bit. So yeah, Soul Leveling definitely worth the pick up and watch. 10,000%. Absolutely. I co-sign the fuck out of Solo Leveling. Because one of those things like it's good. It's deep enough where it has a story that's underlying that if you're paying attention you'll pick up on, but it's also not so deep where you feel like you're trying to make connections where nothing exists. And it's entertaining on every single front. They got bad looking shotties left, right, center. You know, they got a bunch of dudes with different powers all talking smack. Like, there's just not a moment where there's not something that's entertaining or something that's eye catching. So for me, it's like, it's easy to sell a cosign on Solo Leveling. It's just easy, bro. And also, I would tell people, like, it's good because it's not a show that you have to overly be deep about. You have to overly think about. It's deep, but it's not that deep, bro. It's really just like, I need to get stronger. What are you gonna do? I need to get stronger. I need to stop thinking about myself. I need to get over myself, kill my ego, and get stronger. And then just get stronger, bro. Like, just do it. Like, buck up, son. It's beautiful. But anywho's, we're gonna end this episode of Sauce Maho. I appreciate y'all. Y'all already know we're live on Twitch every Monday night doing Sauce Maho Radio. Make sure you're watching, whether on Spotify or YouTube. Make sure you comment down below. Who's your waifu, guys? To Izakai. What tip anime would you like me to speak on? What do you notice going on in the community? And remember, if you got the sauce, share the hot sauce. Come to the Discord, be one of my hosts, and make sure you turn up every time you can into the chat. That end part, I butchered. Absolutely butchered it. So we're going to end this. Whatever. I'm Honeycam DN. If you got the sauce, share the sauce. I appreciate y'all.